you all are doing well. So in this video we will discuss about range partition. Along with the range partitioning, we will discuss how we can create any new partition. Like if my table has been already partitioned, okay, and also what is interval partitioning. All these concepts which we are going to discuss in this video. Okay. So as in last video we have discussed about automatic list partitioning. If you haven't watched that video, you can go and just see that video. Okay. Now let us come to range partition. So range partition, if you see, this is the basic syntax for range partition. By using partition by range, and you have to provide the name of that column, and you can provide these values, partition name and value less than, so it will allow you to create. Okay. Now if you see, my this table has been created. Okay. I'm not going too much into syntax wise. I'm basically trying to explain you like nitty-gritty details of this concept. Okay. If you see here right now, we are having two partition is already created. Okay. Now if I have to insert the value, if you see, it is allowing me value for both partitions. Okay. Now if I am trying to insert any new value which doesn't come in the purview of this partition, what will they happen? It will not allow you. Okay. Now how you can achieve that thing? Okay, suppose if you have already created the table, so sometimes in interviewer might ask you, okay, my table has been already created, and how I can create the new partition. Okay. Now to create the new partition in initial versions of Oracle, it was not allowing you. Now if I talk about new versions of Oracle like 12c or 19c, you can create the partition. So if you see here, it is not allowing you to insert any new value because your table doesn't have any partition. Simply what you can do, you can use this syntax: alter table name partition by add partition p5 value less than 250. So simply we have by using this thing we can create the partition. Now if you see here, I am able to create. Now let me again run the query. If you see here, my five p1 p2 p5 values are coming here. Now next question comes into mind. Suppose I have to check how many values are inserted in particular partition. Simply what we can do, we can say select a star from my table name partition, and then partition name I have to provide. So in this way we can see how many values are present in that partition. What is not allowing me? Okay, anyway, we will see it later. Second thing, now we have discussed about how to create a new partition. Now next question comes into mind, how we can uh, create interval partitioning. So what is the reason behind going through the concept of interval partitioning? Why? Because suppose you are having a table and you have already created two partitions. Now in future you don't know how many new values are coming, and for each new values you want to create automatic partitions. Okay. So in the list partition you have seen a concept of creating automatic partition, but in case of range partition, what we can do, we can simply provide a keyword with interval. Okay. Now for each interval what will happen, it will create a new partition. So let me show you. Okay. Table has been created here. Now if you see how many records partitions are in my table, p1 and p2. Okay. Now so suppose if I am creating values which doesn't come between the 100 and 200. Okay. What will happen, it has allowed me to insert a new row. Now if I have to check what are the partitions here, we are having three partitions has been already created. Okay. Now let me try to check why this query has not worked earlier. If I want to see the value, yeah, if you see here, it is allowing me to see the value 291. Okay. Now suppose if I am inserting 295 here. Okay. Will it allow me? It has allowed me. Now let me check how many values in that partition. Two values has came. Okay. Similarly, I think we have last time we have used p1, no? P1, right? Because I think I have not inserted any value at that time. Yeah, it is showing come. So these are the basic concepts of interval partitioning, how we can create a new partition. Okay. If for that range, one more thing, if your table is already interval partition, In that case you cannot add any new partition by using any this way. Okay, why? Because interval partition automatically creates a new partition.